Hi, everybody. I've got a college basketball play tonight, the 6th of January. This is Maryland right now, +9 or 9.5 against Pitt. Totals 136. My record on the year 14, 14, and 1, and my last 10, 5, 4, and 1. So turning things around a little bit. Hit our last two. I'm really feeling good about where my plays are going right now. So it's my only play tonight. It's kind of a short card. There's not a lot going on. BCS National Championship in football. Everyone's on that game. And so really trying to be selective with my plays. It's better to only play, 2, 3 games, one game even if you really don't like the card, than forcing it. I've looked at the teams that are available right now in terms of the games tonight, and honestly, I'm not too familiar with them. And so, it takes a little while to learn about a team and their tendencies and how they play. And, there's just not really anything there for me. So I'm going to be selective. I'm just going to make one play today, and I feel really good about it. So I've read some different write-ups on this game from a lot of different sources, and opinions are kind of split down the middle on the spread as to where this game might go. All the questions about Pitt being bigger favorites or Pitt should handle it. There are a couple question marks there. Number one, Maryland is very good defensively when it comes to rebounding, and so Pitt won't get a lot of the junk baskets that they're used to getting, and that may concern Pitt backers. But with all that being said, I am going to go with a play tonight on Maryland Terrapins over team total of 63.5, and here's why. Maryland is 57th nationally in three-point field goal shooting, and they've got two long shooters with very good perimeter capabilities in Michigan transfer Evan Smotrich and Jake Lehman. Very long, 6'8 guys. They can shoot very capably. And they're also getting a decent amount of surprise production, 7 points per game, from freshman guard Rodney Peters. So still with all of that, they're going to have to ask Des Wells to foot most of the scoring, kind of save the team. They've done that in several spots earlier this year against Boston College. On the road. He had a massive game for them. Completely took the game over. And Des Wells also played brightly in another very tough spot for the Terps this year. And this was a game that I had looked back on to kind of analyze it forensically and see what happened. And the Terps were coming into a tough road spot against the Buckeyes. It was the ACC Big Ten Challenge. Ohio State's got probably the best defensive backcourt in the nation with Shannon Scott and Aaron Kraft. Ohio State covered that game easily, but in doing so, Des Wells scored 19 points, and Maryland shot an abysmal 2 from 16 from behind the arc. And now Ohio State gives up 25% shooting from a three-point perspective, so they're very good when it comes to defending the perimeter. Pitt is not as good defending the perimeter. Their opponents average 32%. So I like Maryland to knock down some more three-pointers. They average 19 attempts from three this year. So I definitely think that they're going to get what they usually get out of Des Wells, which is at least 15 per game. In this game, possibly more. It's a bigger stage, and Des Wells has shown a tendency to rise when there's been a need for it. But ultimately, for me, this comes down to Maryland's perimeter shooting. I think they get it done. I think they definitely hit more than two. And, even if they knock down 5 or 6 of the 19, 25%, I still really like their chances of getting over this team total. Now, my concerns for Maryland are their free throw shooting. They don't shoot the free throws very well, and this game could possibly get physical. Both teams are very good when it comes to rebounding, and like I said, Pitt's used to making hay inside, getting junk baskets, crashing the glass, and Maryland does it almost as well as Pitt. So it could be a physical game. It's a big night for Pitt, and so that is definitely a concern of mine. My other concern is Maryland does not have a great assist to turnover ratio. It is actually negative, and Pitt is a very impressive assist to turnover ratio. They average 17 assists and 10 turnovers per game, and Maryland's right around a 12 assists to 13 turnovers. So it is a little surprising, but to balance that out, Maryland averages 4.5 more possessions per game than Pitt. They're averaging about 69.5 possessions per game. Pitt right around 64. So I do think those things kind of even out. With all said, I think 63.5 on the Maryland team total is a good overplay. Let me know what you think. Hit me up on Twitter at Black, the letter N, Teal. You can find all my college basketball write-ups at #BlackNTealCBB. Thanks. Good luck.